Listen to your heart, a guide to heart health. This is John, and this is Liam. They are best friends, but they live very different lives. John works a 9 to 5 desk job, while Liam is a personal trainer. John's life is very high stress due to work pressure. He doesn't find time to go to the gym or get any exercise. His diet consists mostly of simple carbohydrates, foods high in saturated fats and no omega-3, and he also eats a lot of sodium. As a result of this, he often feels tired, fatigued, chest pain, and shortness of breath. Liam, on the other hand, experiences very little work stress, and he works out all the time. His diet mostly consists of an omega-6 omega-3 balance, complex carbohydrates, protein, and high potassium combined with low sodium. Liam feels better than John all around. Liam feels energetic, motivated, and positive. John's heart feels horrible. Liam's heart feels great. Let's find out why. A typical day of eating for John starts with a muffin and a croissant. These foods are very high in simple carbs and contain zero protein. His lunch is usually a burger and fries, which is very high in saturated fats and sodium, as well as cholesterol. His dinner usually consists of a fatty cut of meat that is high in cholesterol and omega-6. He eats no fruits or vegetables throughout the day. A typical day of eating for Liam consists of a nice balanced breakfast packed with complex carbs, protein, and some antioxidants from the spinach. His lunch includes some more complex carbs, berries, legumes, and even a banana for some potassium. His dinner is also very balanced, including protein, greens, and carbs. Let's investigate the good and bads of John and Liam's diets to see how they impact the friends' heart health. Liam consumes a diet rich in unsaturated fats. We can also call these good fats. These are foods such as olive oil, avocado, salmon, etc. His diet supports healthier blood vessels, reduces inflammation, reduces his blood pressure, prevents plaque formation in his arteries, and plays a really important role in brain and mood support. We can consider Liam's diet heart healthy. On the other hand, John's diet involves saturated fats or bad fats. Pastries, fried food, fatty cuts of meat would all damage John's heart in the long term. John's choice of food will higher his risk of cardiovascular diseases and stroke. It will also increase plaque buildup in arteries, as well as causing chronic inflammation, which can eventually lead to diseases like diabetes and obesity. For lunch, Liam eats potatoes and whole wheat bread, which are both complex carbohydrates, which are digested and release glucose into the bloodstream slowly, causing a minimal production of advanced glycation end products and a minimized risk of heart disease. On the other hand, John eats croissants and muffins for breakfast, consuming high levels of simple carbohydrates, which are digested very quickly and cause immediate bursts of glucose into the bloodstream. This accelerates production of advanced glycation end products, meaning the sugar molecules are binding to proteins, increasing the risk of diabetes and heart disease. So, John can improve his heart health by minimizing his consumption of simple carbs in foods like muffins and croissants, and try to include more complex carbs, like whole grain foods and beans, in his diet. Other good aspects of Liam's diet include eating a banana with lunch. Bananas are high in potassium, which is an essential nutrient for heart health. Potassium combats the effects of sodium and relaxes blood vessel walls and allows for better excretion of sodium from the body. Sodium increases fluid retention and blood pressure by increasing the volume of blood found in the body. This is why John's diet puts him at high risk of hypertension and cardiovascular disease. John eats no potassium, meaning that his high sodium intake from the fries and chips increases the fluid retained in his body. This puts pressure on his blood vessel walls, raising his blood pressure. There is no fluid electrolyte balance between potassium, sodium, and fluids in John's body, disrupting his heart function. John also does not have any antioxidants in his diet. This means that there is an excess of free radicals in his blood, which causes oxidative stress and degenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and cancer. This can also lead to cardiovascular disease and organ failure. Liam, on the other hand, eats leafy greens such as spinach in his morning omelet. This decreases the amount of oxidative stress that his body, and more specifically his heart, feels, which decreases inflammation in his heart and decreases his risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Liam eats eggs for breakfast as a good source of protein, which is a source of energy and is essential to the heart functioning. Liam consumes healthy proteins from animal sources, helping lower the risk of heart disease. Salmon also contains omega-3, as well as phosphorus, potassium, selenium, and vitamins B6, B12, and D. Salmon can provide the body with 34 grams of protein and only 18 grams of fat. On the other hand, John eats simple carbs that can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. John will usually have a burger and fries every night for dinner. This will result in a buildup in arteries, which leads to atherosclerosis, which can cause heart attacks. This keeps cholesterol present and is increased by saturated and trans fat, but is decreased by vitamin C intake. So what is the key to heart health? Don't be like John. Make sure to eat plenty of complex carbs, proteins, antioxidants, more potassium and less sodium, eat foods with omega-3, and stay away from saturated fats. This is how you can keep your heart happy and healthy.